What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a simple workflow that automates the blog writing process using N8N. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a trigger over here. Our trigger will be an on-form submission. Here, we'll add a title to our form. Here you can give our form a title like blog post generator form. You can choose to add a form description and then come over here and add a field name. So here we can add our field name as what is our topic. You can also add our email. And the element type, we're going to choose email. And then here, I'll click on test step. Here, we'll add our topic. For example, our topic will be how to overcome objections in an agency. Here we can add our email address and then click on submit. Here, you can see got our topic right here and our email address. So here we can pin this information since we're going to run this workflow multiple times and use this as our data instead of having to fill in our form every now and then. After getting our information here, we can add it to Airtable. So I'll search for Airtable, click on Airtable. Here we're going to create a record. Yeah, you'll need to first of all create your credential. To do that, just click on create a new credential. Then from Airtable, add your access token over here. To get your access token on Airtable, just click on your profile, then click on Build a Hub. Click on create a new token to create your own personal access token. Here you'll need to give it a name and then add the scopes over here. You can choose to add all the scopes over here. And then later on you can come remove the ones you don't want added. And then for the base, choose all current and future bases in all current and future workspaces. And then after giving your token a name, click on create a token. And then after creating your token, copy it and come and paste it right here and click on save to create your credential. For creating your credential, here you'll choose your database. I'm going to choose a blog post base. Our table will be the blog post table. And here, for the research topic, we're going to add our topic over here by dragging it from here. And our email address, we're going to add it to this column on our table. For the citation column, blog post outline column, and the document ID column, we're going to update these fields later on after we've generated our citations, outlines, and our document ID. To add these records on your table, just click on test step. You can see we added our records on your table. Now, when we go back to our table, you can see we added a new record right here. Now, after adding our topic and our email to our table, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to find high-ranking articles related to our topic. I'm going to use Tably to find high-ranking articles related to our keyword. So Tably is an incredible tool that we can use to search for high-ranking articles related to our topic. So to get started, just click on Get Started, then create an account on Tably. And after creating your account on Tably, you'll get your API key over here. Now click on Documentation. And then on Documentation here, we're going to perform an API call. Since we like to execute a search query, we're going to use this. We're going to copy this code. And then on our workflow, I'm going to search for HTTP request. Here I'm going to import our code, paste it right here, click on import. Right here. So here we'll add our API token over here. API token, you'll get it over here. So I'll copy it and then add it over here. Then after adding API token, here, click on expression, then expand this. Here we're going to delete some of this. This one we're going to delete it. Maximum results, I'm going to leave it as 3. Time range, you can delete those one. Delete this one also. Do not want to include images and domains. Here. To test if that really works, I'll click on test tab. You can see it's working. It's giving us an answer of who Lionel Messi is. So it's working perfectly. So instead of asking who Lionel Messi is, we're going to ask it our topic. So I'll drag our topic right here and click on back and click on test tab. You can see it's giving us our response over here. It's giving us a maximum of 3 results. So this result right here, this result right here, and these results over here. So it's working perfectly. So since we're getting our articles, we're going to extract the URLs of those articles over here. I'll search for code node and then click on it. So here we'll write a simple code that will help us extract URLs from our articles. So here, since I had already written this code, I'm going to open it and copy it. This is a simple code that you can ask ChatGPT to write for you. I'll click on test tab. It's giving me an error over here because we haven't renamed our node to Tabili. So I'll go back over here, can rename this to Tabili, click on OK, and then I'll open this and then test it. You can see we're getting our URLs over here. Now with our URL over here, we can go ahead and scrape it. Here, I'll rename this to extract website URLs. Click on rename. And now with our website URLs over here, we can scrape them using our HTTP node. So I'll search for HTTP, click on HTTP request node. Here we're going to add our URLs over here of our articles. To scrape these articles, I'll click on test tab. Here you can see we scraped our articles over here by getting the HTML data. So here, I'll rename this to scrape articles. Click on rename. Since we're getting the scraped data of our articles, we can convert these from HTML to a Markdown format. So I'll search for Markdown. Click on Markdown right here. We'd like to convert these from HTML to Markdown. So I'll drag our data over here and then click on test tab to convert it to Markdown. You can see here we converted it to Markdown. Here, since we're getting an output of 3 items, we can aggregate this into one. So I'll search for aggregate. Then here, we're going to drag our data right here and click on test tab. Here you can see we aggregated our scraped data into one using this node right here. Now, after aggregating our scraped articles, we can choose to summarize the articles using an AI tool. So here, I'll search for OpenAI, click on OpenAI, and here we're going to click on message a model node. Like we did previously, here you'll also need to create a new credential. So click on create a new credential, and then from your OpenAI API, add your API key over here. Then click on save to create your new credential. Since I had already created my credential, I'm going to choose my credential over here. And then here we're going to choose our model. I'm going to choose a 4.0 mini and add our prompt over here. So this system's prompt could be on the lines of you're a highly scaled content analyst and summary specialist with extensive expertise in content structure and insight extraction. So this role is going to be for the system role. You'll add a message, add a user role. You'll click on expression and expand this. This prompt could be on the lines of the data you should analyze consists of 3 best performing articles in the same keyword niche. Keep in mind not to simplify the summary, but to add valuable points. For context, we are analyzing this article because we want to write articles about, and here we're going to add our topic. In our output, don't generate any repetitive, well-known information on the topic. Generate an extensive list of summaries and insights. Use at least 15 points for each. So here, we like to perform a summary of these scraped articles when we like to output our content as a JSON right here. So to do that, I'll click on test step. Here, you can see it summarized, give us a summary of our articles over here. So for the first article, which had this title, give us these incredible summaries. For the second article, which was with this title, give us the summaries. For our third article with this title, give us these summaries over here. So I'll click on back. I'll rename this to article summary, then click on rename. Now that we've generated our article summaries, we're going to find citations related to our topic. So yeah, I'll duplicate this node over here. You can just connect this one over here and rename it to find citations. Click on rename, then I'll open it. Yeah, I'm going to expand this and delete this prompt. The system prompt of this node could be in the lines of you're an intelligent research assistant. Here you can rename this to, it to find citations. Click on rename. The system prompt of this node could be on the lines of you're an intelligent research assistant. And then for the user prompt, I'm going to expand this. Here we're going to delete this. The prompt of the user role could be on the lines of find 10 statistics, citations, and or educational resources about our topic. For each source, provide only the citation of link No explanations, summaries, or extra text. Find citations related to our topic. I'm going to click on test tab. You can see it outlined for us 10 incredible citations over here related to our topic. So this is the first citation up until the 10th one over here, and it's only outputting citations only. So this is amazing. So now that our node is getting citations for us related to our topic, we can generate an outline for our blog post. Yeah, I'll do the same. I'll duplicate this node over here and connect it. Yeah, I'll rename this to blog post outline, and then I'll click on rename and open this node. The prompt for the system role could be the lines of you're a helpful, intelligent writing assistant. And then here I'm going to expand this and write the prompt for the user role. So I'll delete this. This prompt could be the lines of generate a high quality comprehensive blog post outline on this topic. And then we're adding our topic over here by fully digesting the provided summary. So the summary that we generated over here. Understand and incorporate the citations with their key findings. Create a significantly improved, more in-depth outline, fewer than 7 main sections. Ensure the outline is original, encapsulating the core concepts from the provided outlines. Format the outline in a markdown style format. Use varied formatting like H1, H2, H3, H4, bullet points, and etc. Integrate all provided citations, formatting them correctly in Markdown. Do not include this blog post outline in output. Then here we're giving it our output example. So we like an outline, and then at the end of our outline, we like to add our citation. Now, before we execute our blog post outline node, on our find citation node, I'm going to choose to not output our citations as a JSON. And then now, here I'll click on test tab. Here you can see we output citations over here. This time not as a JSON. So now our blog post outline node, we expand our user role prompt. You can see we're getting our citations over here. Now to generate an outline of our blog post, I'll click on test tab. You also need to note over here, we don't want to output our content as a JSON. Okay, so remember to turn this off over here. So you can see we outputted our blog post outline over here. And down below here, we added our citations over here that we generated from our citations node. So our node is generating a blog post outline for us. This is awesome. With our blog post outline, we can go ahead and generate our blog post. Here, I'm not going to use our OpenAI node. Instead, I'm going to use an AI agent. So I'll search for AI, then click on AI agent. The reason why I'm using an AI agent instead of an OpenAI node is because for this agent, you can choose to rank this blog post. And to rank the blog post, you'll need to use keyword research tools to find keywords related to a topic. So you can sprinkle the keywords throughout our blog post. But since I'm just generating a simple blog post, I'm going to use it to just generate for us a blog post. For the chat model, I'm going to choose OpenAI over here. Over here. And then here, I rename this to writing AI agent, then click on rename. Yeah, I'll open it. Okay, I'm going to choose to define below and add our prompt over here. So I'll click on expression. And here I'm going to expand this. So the prompt of this agent could be in the lines of, you're a helpful, intelligent content writing assistant. Generate a high quality 1500 word article based on the provided outline fragment. Here is the blog post outline that the agent is going to follow while it's creating a blog post for us. We're also outlining a couple of rules. We're telling it to format the outline in Markdown ATX format. Use an H2 heading for the outline title. Confine content strictly to the given outline. No additional or unrelated information. Ensure there are exactly 5 outlines in total. Do not include sections or introductions unless explicitly instructed. Incorporate provided citations using Markdown format. Maintain a simple, straightforward tone and no fluff. Topic of the wider article is this one over here, where we're adding our topic over here. And here you can see the outline that the agent is going to follow to generate our blog post. Here, below it's going to include citations towards the end of the blog post. And the topic that's going to generate our blog post is this topic over here. To generate our blog post using this agent, I'm going to click on test tab. Here you can see that our agent generated for us and an incredible blog post from our topic. It's also including citations at the end of our blog post. This is awesome. So here you can see the blog post very clearly, and the citations over here, and the citations over here. So now that our agent is generating for us our blog post, we can proceed to add our blog post to a Google Docs file. So here, I'll search for Google Docs. Click on Google Docs. Then here, we're going to start by creating a document on Google Docs. Here, you'll need to create a credential like we did previously with the notes. By clicking on create a new credential from Google API, you'll add your client ID over here and your client secret, and click on save to create a credential. Since I had already created my credential, I'm going to close and choose one of my credentials over here. Here we're creating a document. The document is going to be stored in my drive. Here, I'm going to choose one of the folders to store my document. We're going to give our document a title. The title of our blog post, we're going to call it our topic. So I'll drag it over here. Then I'll click on back. So here, I'll rename this to create document. And then here I'll click on rename. And after creating our document, I'm going to update it now with our blog post. So here, I'll search for Google Docs. Click on Google Docs. I'm going to click on the update, the document node, the doc ID. I'm going to drag it over here after we generated it. And then the text is going to be our output over here. Should be in a markdown format. Then here I'm going to go back. Here we can rename this to update document. Then here I'll click on rename. We're going to now update our record with the citation, outlines, and the document ID we've generated using our workflow. I'll search for Airtable. Click on Airtable and click on update a record node. Here we're going to choose our base, choose a blog post base, choose our table as blog post table. For the ID, we're going to get it from Airtable. So I'll drag our ID over here. We already added our research topic and our email. So the only thing we're going to add is the citations, outline, and the document ID. So for the citations, I'll drag our citations to our column over here. And then I'll drag our outline over here. And then here, we're going to add our document ID after we generate it over here. Yeah, I'll rename this to updated record. And then I'll click on rename. And now after updating our record on Airtable, we can send ourselves an email notifying ourselves that our blog post has been generated. To send an email notification, here I'll search for Gmail. Click on Gmail. Here I'm going to click on the send a message node. We did with other nodes. Here you also need to create your credential. Here click on sign in with your Google account. Then on the new window that pops up, choose the account that you'd like to connect to N8N. After creating your connection, come over here and add your email. To add our email address, we need to execute previous nodes first. So here I'll click on back and deactivate this node for now. And now we can test if our workflow works. To test if our workflow works, I'm going to click on test workflow. Here you can see that our workflow ran successfully. Here we submitted our topic and our email address. We created a record and added our topic and our email address on the table. Then we found high-ranking keywords related to our topic. Then we extracted their URLs and scraped the articles using this node right here. Then converted the scraped articles from HTML to Markdown. Then we aggregated the articles and then summarized the articles using this node. We also found citations related to our topic using this node, and then generated our blog post outline using this node over here. Then we use a writing AI agent to generate our blog post. Then we created a document on Google Docs that we added our blog post over here on this node. Then we updated our record with the citations, blog post outline, and the document ID. So here you can see the citations, blog post outline, and the document ID. Video, I'll expand it over here. You can see the citations that we got, the outline of our blog post, including the citations over here. We added down below, and the document ID over here. Yeah, I'll activate this node, and then here I'll open it. Now we can send ourselves an email notification. So we're going to add our email address from our form submissions over here. For the message tab, I'm going to choose text. Here we can add this, our subject line over here. Then one last thing I'll do is on the append N8N attributions, I'll turn this to off. Now to send ourselves the email, I'll click on test tab. You can see we sent ourselves the email notification over here. So here I'll rename this to notification email. Then here I'll click on rename, and I'll save our workflow. Now to view our blog post, here I'm going to copy our document ID from Airtable, from the example document that I generated earlier. I'm going on the link, I'm going to paste our document ID right here and click on enter. You can see the incredibly formatted blog post that our workflow generated for us over here. It's a 7-page blog post. So here our blog post was about how to overcome objections in an agency. Here it outlines for us how you can overcome objections as an agency owner. Over here, it's going into more details. At the end, it's adding our citations over here. So you can see it added 10 citations over here with the links. When you copy this ID and paste it to a link to open our blog post, it will not be a well-formatted document similar to this one. You'll need to format it. For example, we can generate another blog post. So I can show you the output of our blog post on Google Docs. So here, I'll unpin this. And now to test our workflow, I'm going to click on test workflow right here. Here, we're going to add our topic. For example, our topic will be lead generation strategies for agencies. Here, we're going to add our email address and click on submit. Form has been submitted. Here, we trigger our workflow after we submitted our topic and email. And we added our record in Airtable over here. Then we search for high-ranking articles related to our topic, and we extracted the URLs of the articles and scraped the articles using this node. Then we converted the scraped articles to Markdown, then aggregated the articles into one. Then we summarized the articles using this node, and we found citations related to our topic using this node over here. Then generated a blog post outline using this node. Here you can see it's generating our blog post using this AI agent. It generated our blog post, created a document on our Google Docs file, then updated the document with our blog post that is generated over here. And we updated our record that we created over here with the citations, outline, and the document ID of our blog post that we added over here. Then we notified ourselves via email that our blog post has been generated. Now, on Airtable, yeah, we're going to copy this document ID and then open it by pasting the document ID on the link of our Google Docs file, and then click on enter. After we open our document, so this is a blog post that is generated for us over here. It's a 7-page blog post over here. To customize our blog post to look like this, you'll need to do it manually over here. So for example, you can highlight this and choose a font. You can choose Montserrat as our font. For the titles with 2 hashtags, yeah, you can choose headings, the one with 3 hashtags. You can choose a heading with, and do that for each and every single title over here. So here's our blog post after formatting it on Google Docs. So you can see over here, generated for us an incredible blog post right here. Also included citations towards the end of our blog post. The other blog post that it generated for us was about how to overcome objections in an agency. And then we went ahead and generated for us 7-page amazing blog post over here, and added citations towards the end of our blog post over here. So we generated these two incredible blog posts using our workflow that we created on N8N over here. Thank you for watching. Now, if you have a workflow or an AI agent that you'd like for me to create using N8N, just comment down below in the comment section. And if I land on your comment and I find it intriguing, I'll come back on a future video showing you how to create the entire workflow or AI agent using N8N. But for now, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.